Welcome to The Beauty Buzz, a brand new podcast where we talk the latest trends in skincare, beauty, fashion, and wellness. And today our guest is focusing all on fashion. She has amassed over 100,000 followers on Instagram. Her account is at Connecticut Luxury. We are joined by the woman behind it all, Wren. Wren, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, I love your page. I actually have been following you for quite some time. I love that you focus on Connecticut fashion.
Yes.
Tell us how you got your start and what your page is all about.
Yes. So I've always loved fashion my whole life, but I was in a different profession. I was in journalism, and but I always loved fashion. So about 2 years ago, I wanted to do something, and I wanted to actually at first I wanted to showcase high-low and show people how you could dress in a very luxurious way, maybe on a $200 budget.
I love that. Yes.
Yeah, and then as I was trying to think of the logistics, like, oh gosh, I'm like, I have to order a $10,000 coat to make this work.
Right.
I'm like, how am I going to set this up in my house or
Sure.
in a studio? So it just kind of was on the back burner until I was at Polo in Greenwich.
Yep.
In the summer of 2023, and all this beautiful fashion was surrounding me, and I was like, oh my God, this is free, this is easy. I could just walk around and walk up to people.
Sure.
So that's what I did, and that's when it started. It was, I believe, June of 2023 was the first post.
Wow. And in 2-ish years, I think the last I checked, you were at 124,000 on Instagram.
Yeah, it really grew. It's been a thrill because I had no idea what to expect. I just loved fashion, so I think people do ask me, how did you do it? And I think you have to love it, because there are a lot of days, okay, some days were easy, but there are a lot of days that I would have to go out in the bad weather, but I didn't care because I really do love it.
Right.
And I think you need to love something if you're going to be consistent. And that's another thing. People ask me, how do you build followers? You have to post consistently.
Right.
So you can't just not go out and get content if you don't feel like it.
How often were you posting at the start to get this following?
Pretty much five a week.
Oh, wow.
About,
Yep.
yeah, 5 or 6.
And for you, I was saying I give you so much credit because we're going to show some of your videos while we're talking here, but you actually have to go up to people who you think have great taste. You love their outfits and say, hey, do you want to talk to me for a minute? And I'm sure there are times where you get shot down, right? It's tough to put yourself out there.
Oh my God, thank you. That's such a great question because, well, first of all, I always tell people, because people have asked me this. I used to be a reporter, so I used to cover crime I covered crime for a long time. So I've told people this, that I've had to knock on people's doors and ask them if they murdered somebody. Literally,
Right.
There was one time I had to do that.
Okay, so you had experience in this at least.
So I've gotten used to it,
Yeah.
but it's still not the easiest.
Yeah,
it's
it's hard.
comfortable. I mean, sometimes people are really weird or rude. I mean, most people are lovely. I don't mean to.
There's always the one off, though.
But there's always
Yeah.
at times when, like, one woman started kind of screaming at me, like,
jeez.
and it got me scared. I was like, okay, that's fine.
You're like, I don't need the video.
Yeah. So sometimes you do get a weird reaction,
Yeah.
and they look at you like you're homeless and they don't want to talk to you.
Right.
You definitely get weird stuff. And and then if they're wearing a beautiful outfit, it's like, oh God, I'm crushed because I really wanted to capture
Right.
that outfit.
I know.
So yes, it can be hard.
Yeah, and now talking about your videos, so we've been showing a few of them, but essentially what you do is, right, you say, hey, oh my God, I love your outfit, and then you have them walk through what they're wearing?
Yes. So I do kind of ask them beforehand. I'm like, can I do a video? I love your look. Before I tape.
Sure.
I love your look. Do you mind if I do a fashion video of what you're wearing? And when they say yes, I'm like, great, let's start. And then, I'm just like, I love your outfit, love your look. Tell us all about it. Can you go through it? And then I just guide them through it. We go through jewelry too, and the clothes, of course, and then accessories and
Head to toe.
head to toe. Yeah. And then I started asking at the end their beauty tips, which was great because you get a lot of really good beauty tips.
Yes, I liked that.
Yeah, I do ask style tips sometimes too, especially I've run into a lot of designers, which has been amazing. Michael Kors was in Greenwich recently.
Oh, that's great.
So
Did you do a video with him?
Yes, I
How
did.
cool.
I did.
Was he nice?
He was really nice. And I asked him, so I didn't ask him a beauty tip. I asked him his style tips for women.
Oh, that's
He had
great.
an amazing one. It was get tailoring. Tailor your clothes.
I have heard that it makes all the difference. Yep.
And he's like, even tailor your T-shirts.
Wow.
I love that. I think that's the way to get a great fit.
It looks like you're wearing custom.
Exactly. So that was really good. And he also said get a 3-way mirror. mirror. Nobody ever said that.
I have one in my apartment.
You do?
I have lugged this
How
thing
did
around
you get
with me
that darn thing?
since college. I kid you not. So my mom is a hair and makeup artist.
Wow.
She used to own her own salon, and she had this gorgeous. It has metal. It's like 100-pound mirror, but it goes like this. You bring out the sides, and you could see your whole.
It's a full length for
Full
your body.
length. It's in my
my
bedroom,
God.
and I made my dad bring that to my college dorm. I love that thing. So
You get to see.
it really makes a huge
lot
difference. You see
more.
the back of your hairstyle, the back of your outfit.
Oh, I love that.
So
I have to get one. I don't
you have
one.
to. I am totally sold on the
Oh
three-way.
my God, that's great.
Yeah, so was that Michael Kors tip you
That
said?
was Michael Kors' tip.
See,
Along
look
with
at-
the tailoring, it was good.
Those are two great tips.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of your videos on Greenwich. Is it Greenwich Ave?
Yes.
Yep.
In Greenwich.
And
yes.
that's where a lot of the luxury lives, as we know. Fairfield
Yes.
County has a lot of gorgeous clothes and outfits.
Yes. Yes. It started at Greenwich Polo, so I do go to Polo in the summer. And I start because of Greenwich Polo, it got me inspired to try other polos. So I've done polo in there's Newport Polo.
Oh, nice.
There's the Hamptons Polo, which is really cool.
And those are the actual polo games, right, that they bring?
yes,
Yeah.
but people just dress up.
It's all about the fashion.
Yes, and there was a couple other polos. Farmington Polo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
it's
say a lot
Farmington.
of it is like the pastels, right? The preppier looks
Oh, okay, at Polo?
at polo.
Yes, that's a good point. So in the summer at Polo, it is very colorful, and it took me a while because I'm like more of a nudes and blacks.
Me too.
I love black.
Yeah, you
I
can't go wrong.
I probably did wear black to Polo at one point.
Yeah.
but people don't usually. It's usually florals. Yeah,
Yes, that's what I
and
noticed
pastels.
in your videos, which I loved to live vicariously through them. There were so
Yeah.
many gorgeous outfits and hats I noticed at the polo,
Yeah,
right?
they do. They do the hat thing.
The fascinators, is that what
Yep.
they're called?
Fascinators. Some just do hats,
Or
but
just hats.
Some do fascinators,
Yeah.
like I think which maybe originated in the UK, or they're definitely popular in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to meet a lot of interesting people, I would imagine, right? That must be
Yes.
one of the most rewarding parts.
Yes, exactly. That is kind of what I love about it. Besides just loving fashion, everyone has their hobbies that they just could. I could look all day at beautiful things.
Yeah.
It just makes me. It's my happy place, is what I say. But I've also made friends through it, connections like that. That's really a cool thing about it.
Yeah.
And then I've even interviewed women that they said they met through fashion. Like they met at a store.
Sure.
And they're really good friends.
I
They've been
love
friends
that.
for a year. So I love the way fashion brings people together.
Yeah, I think that is a great part about your page. And what I also think is great is you are, of course, very on top of trends. So we're going to take a quick
Yes.
commercial break. But after, I would love to ask you what's trending this fall season as we head into winter, and maybe highlight some of the most fun videos that you've done. So don't go anywhere. We're going
Okay.
to do all of that when we come back. Welcome back to the Beauty Buzz. We're having a great conversation with Wren Elia today. She is the founder of the Instagram account Connecticut Luxury, with over 100,000 followers on Instagram, highlighting luxury fashion right here in Connecticut. Wren, thanks so much for chatting with us today.
You're welcome.
So we've talked a bit about your start, where you started, why this page began, but now I'd love to highlight some of the people that you have ran into on the streets and that really had some great style tips. So some of them you say actually are wearing what's trending now, burgundy being one of the colors, right, that people should
Yes.
be leaning into this season.
Yes, it seems like it's everywhere, and I've seen a lot of beautiful burgundy outfits. I'm actually wearing a burgundy dress.
I was going to say, you are totally leaning in.
And to be honest, I never really liked burgundy that much. But somehow I don't know, I just see it all the time now, and I just was drawn to it, and then drawn to this dress too. I like the color.
Yeah, and I'll bring it up. We're going to show it on the screen as well. So there's one video of the woman you sent me wearing burgundy. It's a gorgeous sweater. It's a deep burgundy, and she looks so great. And I know the two women in this video you said met while shopping.
They met at a store, yes, which I haven't been to, but I want to go to now. Somewhere in New York State. I have to.
They're big thrift. Is it thrift shopping?
I think it was.
Because they had beautiful but very unique outfits.
Yes, exactly. I think it was a thrift store. I don't want to say the wrong name.
Yeah.
But it was.
You can find it on her page.
Yes,
Connecticut
yes,
Luxury.
because I actually want to go there. One of them actually DM'd me after. She's like, "You want to go together?" And I'm thinking that might be fun.
See, it goes totally back to your point, right? Fashion brings people together.
Exactly. And I have a little aside. I don't know. A lot of times, not a lot of times. Sometimes I do get criticized on the page. You get people, you get your
There's always some trolls out there, right?
Yes, who say, "Oh, you're being so materialistic," and I really disagree with that. And I'm trying to dispel that through a lot of future blogs that I'm going to be writing, or even in the comments. I try to dispel that because there's so many good things that come about, like we just talked about. It brings people together. It's like a hobby. People love it. Beauty is just inspirational.
Absolutely.
You don't have to go into debt. You don't have to. It's not like doing something. We're not doing anything bad. It's just a hobby, but people really get triggered by it sometimes.
Yeah, it is interesting. And listen, I don't get triggered by it. I started following you because I'm like, I might not be able to afford that $10,000 coat, but I sure love looking at it.
Yes.
Right? You get a lot of aspirational followers.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then they can recreate the look.
Right.
And that's what one thing I really love about the account. Like I try to help people with that. There are people that can't afford that $10,000 coat.
Right, and that's for them too. There's so many people that you could reach, different people.
And then when I do posting links, I'll post something that's more affordable.
Oh, that's great. So almost like a dupe of the expensive item.
People go for both.
Yeah, I love that.
And you do what you can afford.
Yeah.
It's not about forcing people to go into debt.
Right. And fashion to a lot of people really is art. That's like, they're a form of self-expression. So
that's another thing.
That's what you're highlighting.
There's so many things that I think
I think it's great. So going through the line of a few videos that I know you say are some of your favorites that showcase fall fashion.
There's so many favorites, but
yes,
the
it's probably
ones,
hard to choose. But these are the more recent ones that are on trend.
On trend, exactly.
So you say browns are really in right now.
Yes,
and this girl right here has a gorgeous brown, almost like teddy coat.
Yep.
Looks so warm and cozy.
Yep.
And the coat this time of year is like the outfit, right? The coat makes the outfit.
Oh my God, I actually did a post of myself recently when I was sick. And it was in actually this brown coat here that I do have today. But that's kind of what I wore when I was sick. Like I couldn't even think straight. I had a migraine, so I just put on jeans, boots, and the teddy coat, and that makes your look in the winter. Really, you need a nice coat.
Yep.
And this, I mean, I will admit, mine was under $100 at TJ Maxx.
Love TJ.
Nobody even knows. Like people think it was $1,000 coat.
Right.
But it's
if
not.
you have a good eye, I feel like you can definitely make out at TJ, and if you just keep your eyes peeled for these deals, that they are out there. You just have to consistently look. Right.
Right. That's exactly it. You have to have an eye. Right.
You have an eye because you look great, and I would never guess that coat was under $100. It's beautiful. Okay, and so this video I love as well. It's two girls here. You say that they're wearing these classic styles that really just never go out of fashion.
That's what I love too, and that's probably when people ask me what my style is. It's probably the more classic because I grew up in Connecticut, and we were very preppy in high school, and a lot of it is about classics. She's wearing like just a basic. I believe it was cashmere. The woman on the left, cashmere coat.
That's a beautiful coat. That green, that olive green color.
It's an insane
I love
brand.
Is that a
very
Hermes purse she's got there?
Yes,
that's a gorgeous purse too.
Yeah, and I think the coat was wardrobe, very expensive, but you could also get a similar, if you can't spend that kind of money, you could get a similar style. It's just a classic look.
Right.
And she's wearing a vest. It's funny, when I was
that's a beautiful vest.
I had a vest that exact color. It wasn't a Celine, like she's wearing a Celine.
Sure.
The same exact thing. So it's so funny how it just works.
Right.
And she's wearing a striped shirt, like under it, like.
Yeah. It's elevated casual. They really pieced everything together so nice.
Right.
And I love that you say that just never goes out of style.
Right. And the funny thing, with that, I took that, I think maybe 2 years ago. I was running. You could probably hear me huffing a little bit because I ran after them.
You were chasing them down?
They were walking fast. I ran up the avenue to try to ask them if they would be interviewed.
Yep.
And, they were wearing, forgot what I was going to, I forgot exactly what the point was on that one.
But essentially you had to, but they were nice about it. Yeah. Could you imagine you ran that whole way?
Yeah.
And then they didn't want to talk to you?
Yeah, they were really nice about it.
Good.
Yeah,
they seemed like they were excited to talk about their outfit. And I'm sure you do get that a lot, right? People are like, oh yeah, I got this piece of jewelry when I was,
that's the best thing.
Because jewelry tells stories too.
Yes. No, I know what I was saying. It was like 2 years ago. Sorry. I was like going off. But yes, it was 2 years ago. And that's the thing. That is still in style now.
And that totally proves.
That proves why I love that outfit so much. And I'm sorry. And then you were talking about jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another thing that I really love. And I think that's kind of another kind of maybe trend. I wouldn't say trend, but it's always been in. But people are doing a lot more vintage
Oh, in terms
than
of
they
jewelry.
ever did in terms of jewelry and clothes. But jewelry too, I'm seeing a lot of vintage. And the reason they do it, it's really great reason, is just because they want something different.
Right.
That nobody
not
else
everyone
has.
else has.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love looking at these videos because they have so many gorgeous stacks, the bracelets, the rings.
Yes.
I mean, it's clearly something that they think about when they're crafting their outfits is the jewelry.
Yeah.
And you also have started asking favorite beauty tips too, right? From at the very end of your interviews.
Yes. I like that too. A lot of people will give me a product, which people go
Their
crazy.
holy grail
People
product,
go nuts
right?
after, and they'll buy the product too because I link to it. Because sometimes it's just a sensational lipstick.
Right.
Remember, there was one from Tarte. A girl was wearing this just pretty peach lipstick, and everybody bought it.
Oh wow! So you notice people actually engaging in the links that you're putting.
Yeah,
out.
I'm able
that's
to
great.
see that. Yeah, I can see what goes. But then a lot of times they'll bring up spiritual ones, which actually that turned into something which I didn't even expect. Like a lot of times, at the end I get spiritual beauty tips.
I love
Like
that.
inner beauty,
Right.
And, just being happy. But sometimes they go into different philosophers, even like their philosophy on life, which I kind of love. That I love bringing the spiritual element in.
Right. It's a nice
little
mix. There's a range. There's some, beauty products that we could try out, and then there's some great advice too.
Great beauty advice, but the inner beauty, which I think kind of dispels the notion that we're all about materialism here.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're giving us some great tips. Speaking of tips, coming up after the break, I'd love for you to maybe give some of our listeners some tips on how to incorporate some luxury fashion into their everyday routine. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Beauty Buzz, talking all things fashion with Wren Elias. She is the founder of the Instagram page Connecticut Luxury. She's got over 100,000 followers on Instagram, highlighting luxurious fashion in Greenwich, Fairfield County, all of that exciting stuff. A lot of aspirational videos, right? A lot of people are like, "Ooh, I want that coat. I want that bag." But now what's great is you're going to kind of break down to our listeners ways to elevate their looks that might not necessarily break the bank. There's this thing called high-low, right? You can mix and match more luxurious items with none.
Exactly. I think that's a great way to create a luxury look if you don't have a luxury budget. Exactly. To be honest, the biggest thing is a nice leather bag.
Yes.
Or just a nice quality bag that you will probably have forever.
They do last. I mean, sometimes the price tag makes sense.
They do. They do. That's the thing. Anytime I've had like a bag that wasn't well made, I mean, it fell apart, and then I'd have to buy another one. So it's really worth it.
Cost per wear, right? Justification.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally. And I'm very into like black, so I would always suggest start off with black,
right?
Just because it goes with everything,
so
and it doesn't get dirty. Like white leather bags are amazing, but they're beautiful too.
Right.
White everything is amazing, but I think for the basics, just to start off with black because it withholds it doesn't get coffee stains, or even if you get coffee stains and nobody can see them. And it just always looks stunning. So black is my best color, and
it's
also
my favorite too. Clearly.
Yeah, to be honest, for creating a luxury look, because you can't really always tell.
Right.
And then you could spruce it up with a bag, and then maybe shoes if you're.
Okay, so shoes might be worth the splurge.
I think shoes might be, especially if you're not hard on your shoes. Although I have been rethinking that because I'm very hard on my shoes. I have been rethinking it because there are really good cobblers that are around. So even if you do splurge on your shoes,
right,
you can get and you damage them. There are good cobblers out there, that can fix them. So I think it is a good thing because then you'll have it forever, really.
Yeah, like a nice leather shoe does last. It stands the test of time for sure.
It really does. Definitely, yeah. And it'd be nice to have coats are great, especially in the winter. It's your entire look.
Right.
So yeah, an expensive coat.
And wool, is more expensive, but it also keeps you warmer, and they last forever if you buy a good quality coat.
Yes. And if it's mixed with cashmere too, it's nice.
Yeah.
And the way to get those are to watch the sales. There
Right.
people, even a lot of wealthy fashionistas that I know watch. They go to vintage shops or consignment shops. So that is a really good tip. Go to
Right.
the Real has things.
I've seen
items.
they have
better
designer
price.
purses, right, for
They
great
do.
prices.
They're better prices. Fashion File's pretty good. And then just look around. There are really good luxury consignment shops where you could get a better deal.
Right. Yeah, because it's not always necessary if you do want to go the designer route to spend full price.
No,
you could totally find a great quality bag at one of these shops.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, they do last. I mean, for the most part, they do last.
Yeah.
Yeah, neutrals, black definitely. Neutrals are also good.
Can't go wrong.
Can't
They
go
don't really go
wrong.
out of style.
And they look they really do look classy. Like that, there's that whole old money trend, and
Yeah.
it's really true that people that are kind of considered old money, they really do like the neutrals.
Yes, and I've noticed what's really in is the monochromatic look.
Yes.
All the if you're wearing, even with louder colors, if you're wearing bright blue
Yes.
pants, you wear a bright blue sweater.
Yes.
I love that look.
Yes, that's a good look too. It definitely looks classy.
Yeah, it looks expensive.
I ran into a designer in Nantucket, Veronica Beard, and
Oh yeah, I love her stuff.
One of her tips was sets, and she was wearing a monochromatic kind of look. It
Yeah.
was denim on denim.
Okay.
But she said sets are great because they're easy.
They always match.
They always match.
Right.
Yeah.
You just grab them and run.
Yeah.
And look put together.
To me, they're so. She looks so classic. She looked great.
Yeah. She's got great blazers. I love Veronica
Oh, I
Beard
know.
blazers.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
There's one on the Avenue, and yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, she has a store there.
Yeah, Greenwich Avenue. It's pretty
Oh,
popular.
the shopping there, even just window shopping, is such a dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. Window shopping and looking at expensive things is another way to kind of see what these things look like, and
Right.
then when you shop at TJ Maxx or
You know
somewhere
what's
else,
trending in the luxury world, and you find something that looks like it, right?
right? And you can find things that probably are similar quality,
Right.
at a lower price.
Yeah.
Maybe not the highest quality, but sometimes you get pretty good quality stuff at TJ Maxx.
Love
I would
TJ
not
Maxx.
shun that place.
No, my
People
mom and
pick
I
on it.
always say this. It's so dangerous, but it's one of those places you got to just bop into everyone you see because
Yes.
each one has something different.
Yes.
And it just surprises you. You got to keep going though. That's the thing with TJ.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't always hit it right, but
Right.
sometimes you do. And I've gotten so many compliments on things that I've gotten from TJ Maxx, and
Yeah.
people can't believe it.
I know. We're Maxinistas over here.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about your new blog before we go, because you actually have turned your Instagram content and expanded it into an online blog.
Yes, because I used to be a reporter and a writer, so I just have this urge to kind of continue that, or continue the fashion on a deeper level through a blog. So yes, it's called The Connecticut Luxury, and I started blogging maybe a month or two ago about just more in-depth issues.
Yeah.
So that's been a
So
blast.
theconnecticutluxury.com.
Yes, sorry, theconnecticutluxury.com. I'll be going more into like everything, high, low. I don't know if anyone knows who Carolyn Bessette was. You might not. You're kind of young, but she was in her 50s. She's probably she would have been in her 50s if she had lived. She died in her 30s, but she's become quite a style icon.
Ah.
So I'm going to be doing lots of blogs on her. A lot of designers now are very into her, because she just took the internet by, I don't know, she's like an internet sensation. She's not alive anymore, but
Wow.
she was very good at the minimalistic look.
Sure.
So,
And that never goes out of style.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I love that you turned your passion into something even bigger. So we can obviously find you there, theconnecticutluxury.com,
Mm-hmm.
and you're on Instagram, and that's just at Connecticut Luxury.
Right,
And you're also
right.
on Facebook and TikTok.
Right.
Okay, so we have plenty of ways to check you out. Thanks so much for the great tips. It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. That was
I can't wait
fun.
to see.
I
Are
loved-
you going to any fun events coming up where you're going to be profiling some style?
Yes. So there's something on Wednesday. It's a pop-up event for this brand that I love, 11D.
Ooh.
It's a very high-end brand. It's
Okay,
very
great.
nice.
So we'll have to stay tuned. You're going to be
different
highlighting.
parties, yeah, and then on the Avenue, up and down, and other parts of Fairfield County,
Okay.
and Connecticut. I mean, I've done other parts of Connecticut.
Yeah, no, I love it. I can't wait to see from this event and all the other stuff. I can't wait to see the jackets because we're getting to that season where there's going to be some gorgeous coats.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Wren, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
This was a blast. All right, and we're going to have all the details for you linked below. You can see at Connecticut Luxury. That's where you can find Wren Alaya. Thanks so much for joining us on the Beauty Buzz. We'll see you next week.